bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Be a stripper and
Yeah.
some people.
Yeah, it's really good though. Jennifer Lopez is in it, looking ridiculous. She looks like a sex robot. It's not. It's weird.
You've sold me on the movie Hustle. I mean,
I mean, literally, watch the film. She's meant to be. Well, she's like 75 years old. She's meant to be dead,
At least,
probably.
yeah.
And she's running on fumes, but she looks like that somehow.
What, Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she probably. I mean, like
For a minute, I thought we were talking
in
like
terms
a
of like,
documentary.
in terms of like chemical compound, like chemical structure, she probably is closer to a sex robot than any of us. Like genetically speaking, like her DNA.
Yeah, but she's still Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
Once she
she
had a
is
little,
still-
now
she
she's
is
got a
still
lot.
getting from the, yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of you know,
chemicals.
chemicals. Just
yeah,
Fall to the brim.
a lot of circuit boards.
damn. Maybe we should talk about this. Maybe we should just talk about things we do.
Yeah.
Well, I had started recording, so we could just,
Oh, great!
Oh,
we
okay,
could just
so
put that
can
in
go
at the start. Just us talking about.
Well, yeah, that is the start. No
Jennifer
editing
Lopez.
here.
Yeah.
That's the beginning.
So this week for the podcast, I have Jack, Sam, and Kieran with me.
Hello.
Various microphones, no, not microphones. Various cameras missing.
Yeah, forgot to steal one from work again.
No worries. I lost all of my notes on a thing that I wanted to do, so that's fine. We're all doing really well, and quarantine's treating us all fine, as you can tell
Yeah.
from the dead look on Jack's face.
Oh, fucking hell. I mean, I literally, I haven't mentioned it actually to any of you, but I kind of have recovered from a massively depressive episode over the last like 2 weeks. Pretty much had a mental breakdown like 2 weeks ago. Absolutely melted down. Felt like the worst I felt in my life. The good news is I didn't get any therapy or any medication or any kind of attention, and I just kind of waited it out. So now I'm completely fine, and it will never happen to me ever again. I didn't
You
make myself any better, improve anything, but it's gone. So
just go cold turkey on it, mate.
I'm
Cold turkey on
fixed.
what? He hasn't taken anything.
Cold turkey on the
I'm
I'm
feeling
being
bad.
depressed.
bad brain stuff.
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I did. So, yeah, nothing wrong with me.
You've solved depression.
Why don't people just be not depressed?
Yeah, just don't be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Why
feel
don't you
better.
simply?
My
Simply
face looks
just
very
be happy.
red. Sorry, I was distracted. Just be happy.
Mhm.
We got any
And,
goofy
on,
stuff to
and
talk
on
about?
that theme of feeling happy, after everyone being a little bit unhappy with me last week for picking very sad anniversaries,
Oh, I didn't care. But go on.
I've picked some more uplifting ones for today.
Right.
So it's the 60th anniversary of the first living organism being returned to Earth from space, and that was two dogs. That was by the USSR.
Was Leica one of them?
No,
Or did
I
Leica
think
die?
Leica died. Yeah, everyone knows Leica's name, but Leica died.
For a moment, I thought you were just going to be like, it's the 60th anniversary of the first living organism.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
recovered from
That's
space.
humanity.
Yeah.
Just to even one up, one for the Ruskies and one for America. It's the 43rd anniversary of the launch of Voyager 2, which is the object the furthest away from the Earth. It's outside the solar system now, which is pretty cool.
Did they
and
mean
then-
for that to happen, or did they just lose it?
Yeah, they did mean for it to happen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where
but
is
they
it?
would
Do
do
they-
that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is fine. This is
You
not.
wouldn't
Probably
say-
like somewhere.
Oh, shit.
Where is it?
So,
It's gone so
don't
far
know.
beyond our galaxy. Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably around Scotland or somewhere, like
Yeah.
quite far north.
Somewhere
Yeah.
ridiculously far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then most importantly, it's the 7th anniversary of One Direction. This Is Us 3D premiering.
God, what a night here, boys.
Is that a
We
film?
have 4 dimensions now, of course.
Yes.
7 years on.
Yeah.
So you know.
And we were still impressed
Maybe
by
we'll
3D technology back in 2013.
Yeah.
I don't think we were. I think there's a phase that
No.
every decade you go through of 3D being a thing, and then everybody realizes it's kind of crap.
Yeah.
Although it does
I
seem
have
to have
to,
stuck
I have to
around a bit
sit in
more
the cinema
recently.
wearing these glasses. No, fuck that.
On
thank you
top
very
of my
much.
glasses, because I can't
Well,
see
do.
very far.
I have eyes that work, so
Well, I don't. So I can only
just get better eyes, Matt. Just see
okay,
better.
Right, it's fine.
They should bring in what they did, like at Disney, where you go and you watch the Bug's Life 3D, and at one point you get stung by a wasp and a big stinger just goes up your arse.
Yeah.
That actually happens in it.
Yeah, it
That
does.
actually
It's-
happens.
Bring that into most films.
It's quite painful, especially if you're
Yeah.
trying to like do what I do, which is avoid the things crawling on the floor when you're a kid because they freak me out. And then you sit back
Half
further on the
time.
chair, and then the wasp stinger hits you right in the coccyx, and it's incredibly painful.
Oh, you think he
Really get
I,
that.
I was thinking it would be more like getting the prostate.
Oh, it buries it in there.
Up.
Yeah,
You know, not just like in your ass, like up, right up there.
up in there.
Oh,
Up in the grill.
Can you imagine being stung by a wasp on the inside of your arsehole?
I imagine that would be pretty unpleasant.
I got stung by
But
a
you
wasp.
could
I got stung on the neck because this is like a couple of years ago when I had like a really horrible matted beard, and it sort of
Oh, and a
landed-
wasp got stuck in there.
Yeah, it landed on my face
You
at
fashioned
around
a
like
nest.
6 in the morning, got stuck and stung my neck. And I just remember being up at 6 in the morning, very awake, and just pacing across the room angrily.
What, with the wasp just stuck to your neck?
No,
constantly?
I killed it. Killed it very dead.
Did you punch
Yeah.
it into
Did
your
you
own
get
neck?
I got it and then threw it on the floor, and then I like jumped really high in the air, and then superhero landed on top of it.
That's cool, man. That's
And then
really
obviously
cool.
it stung my hand as well. So
Literally, one time there was a wasp in the hall where I used to live when I was a little boy, and I volleyed it onto the floor, and then I punched it to death
That is cool as hell.
onto laminate flooring. So
Ah, so you made
Oh.
a
I'm
nice smear.
fucking the Rambo here. I'm the Rambo.
That is badass.
Thanks, lads.
do you remember when we were in school and a bee landed on my head and I brushed it off, and then I had a bee stinger sticking out of my finger when we were in high school?
Oof.
I remember
I do
because
not
everyone was
recall
laughing
that.
at me because I was in a lot of pain, and then I said I've been stung by a bee, and everyone went, "Oh yeah, you should go to the nurse."
Yeah, bees don't fuck around.
Except
Wait,
the
do
fact that
bee
this-
stings fuck you up?
No, they just
Yeah,
really
they're
hurt.
worse than wasp stings.
Well, like they both just sting you, right? What's,
Yeah.
No,
what
one's
else is going on?
acid and one's alkaline, and I can't remember which is which.
I think wasps
Is that
are
right?
alkaline.
So you need
Yeah.
one. So if you get stung by a bee, you need a wasp.
You need a wasp to sting
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
it's like when you get a red wine stain, you need to wash it out with white wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works exactly,
exactly
like
the
that.
same as
But also,
that.
bees leave their stinger in you, so it's just sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
what's the nurse gonna do about it?
I don't know.
I mean,
Suck
they
it
can,
out.
they can
Put
use
ice on it.
tweezers.
Suck it out. Is that what the nurse did to you, Kieran?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it hasn't affected me since. I'm
she
fine.
was like, I just need to figure out your inside leg measurement first, then we'll suck out the sting. Was it here? No, it wasn't there.
But it
that-
might have
that's-
been.
It might have been there though.
Ah, good. We finally got back on the nonce train.
Yep. I was gonna say.
Choo choo.
Yeah. Anyway,
So, has anyone got anything prepared to talk about?
I
Or are
don't
we
know,
just going
because
to
I
talk
lost
about
it.
nonsense for ages?
Well, I stole a bit from a better podcast, and
Do
I
it.
I found some fun movie reviews, and I'm going to
Okay.
read them to you, and you can try and guess what film I am describing with these reviews. Oh
Okay.
god, this one I just can't. So the first one is 5 stars from Evan G.
Inception.
I'm going to read you the review first.
Yeah,
It
we're gonna have to guess
wouldn't be
from
much of a
there.
game, would it?
I don't know. That would be pretty fun if you got
It's
it.
the
Off
only
that.
5-star film ever,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Perfect combination of documentary and reality. Full stop. The next Top Gun.
Spinal Tap.
The next Top Gun.
The next Top Gun. Yeah. This review was done on the 20th of April 2020. The film is from the 90s.
So it's the next Top Gun.
Yeah.
But wait, what was it between documentary and reality?
The perfect combination of documentary and reality.
Isn't that what a
yeah.
documentary is?
Yeah. These are not necessarily very informative reviews. They're just reviews.
Oh,
Scary
good,
movie.
good.
Not scary movie, no.
Lion King.
But it's got to be real, right? It has to be an actual documentary. If they said
What's the ones where it's like where there's a family and they live with Bigfoot, and he's a big man in a suit? Or is he just a big ape?
what?
And they did more than one of these films.
I think I know what he's on about.
I have no idea what.
God damn it.
Hmm.
No idea.
I don't think it's that though.
if I read you Charles T's review, which is
Okay.
also 5 stars, that might help.
5
stars,
stars.
sorry. Legendary basketball film of
Space
unparalleled.
Come on,
Space-
Ant-Man.
It is indeed Space Jam, the next
Great.
Top Gun.
Yeah, great.
Wait,
mixture
hang on.
between reality
And documentary, yeah.
Cross
That's
between
what
reality
Space Jam
and
is.
docu-
It's
yeah, okay.
50-50 documentary and reality.
The reality
know,
of basketball and the documentary of the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When they were actually filming Space Jam, because there were like loads of really good basketball players together, and Michael Jordan was getting back into basketball after he did baseball. Just all just used to train together, and
Yeah, it was- it was
he
in the
took
last
it
time.
really seriously.
Yeah, it was in The Last Dance, wasn't it? That was good.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Is that the documentary?
really
about-
good.
Mm.
Yeah,
Which is that is a combination between documentary and reality.
yeah. It's almost indistinguishable.
Almost.
Harry and the Hendersons was the thing I was thinking about, Kieran.
Yeah, I was also thinking about that one.
Yeah, the TV series.
Yeah, he was still a big ape. Whatever.
Well, it's probably
Was he?
Probably a dude in a costume. Maybe.
Don't know about that, but
Anyway, so we got Space Jam. That was the
Yeah.
5-star reviews.
Five-star film that is Space Jam. So this review's from Mr. M. It's half a star. I don't know how anyone can think this movie is the best of all time. Sure, it can be great for the 1940s audiences, only back in the day. But for me, it's I think this movie is just boring and plain. At least The Godfather had shooting and all. This, politics and nothing than that. I'm reading these as they're written.
Triumph of the Will.
No.
Is it
The greatest movie.
is it Doctor Strangelove?
It's not Doctor Strangelove. That was the 60s, not the 40s.
I'm assuming
Well, I don't know
it's-
any 40s films.
Citizen
Casablanca,
Kane.
Gone with the Wind.
Not Casablanca, not Gone with the Wind.
Not Citizen
Well,
Kane.
no other films came out in the 40s. No,
I mean, I would think best movie of all time, like what is commonly described as the
What,
best.
Citizen
Citizen
Kane?
Kane.
That is Citizen Kane.
The one that
yeah.
I said. The one that I said 4 times.
He did.
I wasn't listening to you.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
No,
No,
I-
no,
I
that's
said
fine.
Citizen Kane about 3 times, and so I was just like,
It is.
none of
It
those.
is Citizen Kane. Yeah, that half-star film, Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
Well, I've never seen it. It probably is shit. To be
I've
honest.
neve seen it, but it is widely credited
I
as
have
the best
seen
film.
it. The story's quite simple by modern standards, but the cinematography is pretty excellent.
Hmm.
Citizen Lane.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
That's right.
I wrote the review, by the way.
Yeah, and Karen got the points for getting that one right as well.
Yeah, well done, Kieran.
Yeah,
Yep.
Thank you.
the big brain.
So this is from Plain C. 4 stars. He's given this film 4 stars. Such a sick film. Over the top gnarliness. Me malicious. Stop what you're doing and watch this amazing film.
The Emoji Movie.
Not the Emoji Movie.
Me
Eternal
malicious.
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
It's not Eternal Sunlight of the Spotless
Me
Mind.
malicious.
This film also came out in the 90s.
Scary movie.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
It's not Scary Movie.
Me
Me
malicious.
malicious.
Yeah, it's me malicious in one of the main actors in this film is the man of a million
American.
names.
No, not American Pie.
Not,
Man
no,
of
not
what's?
American
Man
Pie.
of, man of what's then?
Is it Bill and
in-
Ted?
He's in very many memes. One of the leads from this.
Spider-Man was 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pizza time.
Do you need a little clue?
Yeah.
John Travolta is in this film, but the person I'm talking about
Oh.
isn't John Travolta.
Oh, is it Pulp Fiction?
No, not Pulp
I was
Fiction.
going to say Pulp Fiction.
Con Air.
Face Off.
Face Off.
Face Off. Yeah.
Talking of Face
yeah.
Off.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Face Off. Yep.
You
That is
know,
a
when
good ass
I
movie.
rented Face Off, and it came on the DVD, but it's the only DVD I've ever seen that is a 2-sided DVD. And I put it in the wrong way around first, and it started halfway through the film.
That's amazing.
So I watched I watched Face Off the wrong way round.
It's not
Do you know what that?
even
How was it?
particularly long.
What was the
I
experience?
didn't know that was possible on the CD.
No, I understood after a bit that it didn't make sense, but yeah, it was on a DVD. I've never seen that before.
No,
I've
that's-
seen that on
DVD,
on
but that's
some,
not on mine.
So I started the film with John Travolta playing Nick Cage and Nick Cage playing John Travolta. Just
Nick
put like,
Clegg.
yep,
So did you
Nick
put the
Clegg
John
playing
Travolta
Nick-
side in, side up first? What?
yeah, I must have done.
Yeah.
Travolta side in first. No, I still can't get that sentence to work. I can't.
No.
Let's move on.
Then someone shoots them in with a harpoon, and it's a speedboat.
Yeah.
Amazing film.
And
It's a fun. It's not a great film. It's not.
It is.
It's not very
Nicolas
well made.
Cage,
It is.
Goose is a
A
quiet girl.
fantastic film.
Step down. It is. Step
Not
down.
quite as good as Space Jam, but it's up there.
Yeah. And he does say, "I can eat a peach for hours" in it, which is pretty grim for a line. So the next review is brought to us by PPJ. 1 star. Creepy horror scene with stupid joke. Good action scene though. This is for a film that came out in 2007.
The human caterpillar. Human centipede.
Yeah.
Not the human caterpillar. That would just be
the
a
very
really
hungry
long
human caterpillar.
guy. Just a guy eating loads of food.
Now I want to see the very hungry
The very
human
hungry.
centipede.
Yeah,
I
the
want-
very
I want
hungry.
that. I want to
The
see that
sequel
one.
to it, where there's one guy that's just really into it. He's at the back.
Yeah.
He's having the
you
time
seen-
of his life.
Have you
Getting
seen
big
the
and then
video?
turns into a fucking butterfly at the end of it.
Josh showed me a really
Covered in
good
shit.
Key and Peele sketch about the human centipede. It's like it's the guy who was at the back. He's like on a date or something, and then 2 of the guys who were in front of him like find him while he's on this date outside a coffee shop, and they're like, "Hey, it's the back guy," and he's like, "Shut up, shut the fuck up." It's brilliant because they're just like, "Yeah, we all did it. We all ate shit." And he's just like, "No, I didn't get to shit in anyone's mouth. When do I get to shit in someone's mouth?"
The thing is, though, where would you want to be? Would you want to be at the front, the back, or the
I
middle?
want to be at the front. I don't want to eat
Why?
shit.
You really want to shit in someone's mouth?
No, but I really don't want to eat shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
but-
I think
okay,
we can all agree that
back
the
or
middle is
middle?
the worst. Yeah,
back or middle.
the middle's the worst because you've got to eat shit and shit in someone's mouth.
Yeah, I don't want to shit in someone's mouth. That's what I'm saying.
So you're
I'd
going to
rather
go back.
be
You'd rather eat
I'd be
shit.
the scientist. I'd be the
I
one that
guess.
feeds them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is
yeah.
that? Can you do that?
Yeah, you can be the scientist.
You could
Kieran.
be the sick bastard who came up with it, yes. Kieran.
Yeah.
I want to be the director of the film.
I
Okay.
don't.
Who
Very
came up with the
meta.
idea?
I
Yeah.
think I'd rather be the person eating shit than be the director of the film.
So our next podcast is just going to be us reenacting the very hungry human centipede.
Oh my god,
We should write the children's book.
yeah,
and
that's
pick-
what I'm thinking. I might have a look at that. See if I can get a copy. I've probably still got a copy of The Very Hungry Caterpillar at home somewhere.
And at the end, instead of turning into a butterfly, just turns into a guy who loves eating shit.
Just loves eating shit.
Yeah.
Just really gets into the whole process.
We can't do
But
it
it's
now,
still a
obviously, 'cause
rebirth,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
He goes from like a
Before-
he works in an office or something,
He
and
was
at the
very
end,
religious.
yeah, and he's just a free-loving, poop-liking
poop-eating man.
chap. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
a functioning member of society.
We'll have to leave it a
Absolutely.
couple of weeks before we do that one now because we've talked about it. So we'll have to forget about it and then do it like in a month.
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to get the volunteers by then anyway.
Yeah.
Absolutely on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Next one.
Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Please end
what got
this.
us onto that, which was creepy horror scene with a stupid joke, good action scene though, was
hey.
was Hot Fuzz. That was
Oh, okay.
2007's
Yeah, I
Hot
forgot we were doing
Fuzz.
Hang
What's
on,
the
what,
creepy
what
horror
did
scene?
it. Is it when he gets the spike in his head, or is it when he gets the spike in his mouth?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
his
it's
name.
maybe it's the church one where it lands on his head.
Adam Buxton gets the spike through his head.
Yeah.
Could be
Like
that.
an inverse pyramid head.
Yeah.
That's the only scene that moderately upsets me in that film because it doesn't apply to the laws of physics. Because it gets pushed off and then it somehow tips down, and for some reason it irks. It's like seeing videos of, I can't remember what it was. It was like an advert for batteries or something where it's somebody dropping a knife and it doesn't have any sound. It's like, this video upsets you, doesn't it? No, but that one actually did for some reason.
Yeah. I'm really glad I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
so pleased.
You know, if you threw like a penny off the Empire State Building, it wouldn't actually kill anyone.
No.
Yes.
Have
I
you
do
tried?
know. I do know that.
Yeah, I went up there and I was chucking all my
Is that
coins
because
everywhere.
it just reached terminal velocity and
Yeah.
it's not that much?
Yeah, it
And
just
yeah,
doesn't,
it's not that
doesn't go
much.
fast enough to
Yeah.
to kill you.
If you fire bullets off it though, that does work.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Only if you fire them down. If you fire them up, again, you're pretty safe.
Oh, that's true actually, because they'll slow down.
Well, you gotta fucking aim first. Jesus, you're not just firing willy-nilly into the air. You're going up there with the
You're not.
specific mindset to kill somebody. like Kieran was with the pennies.
And that's what we're doing.
It was just my piggy bank.
I think if you dropped a whole piggy bank, you'd probably fucking murder someone though.
You don't know how little money I have.
But yeah, on the 9th of November, us boys, we're headed to the World Trade Center, and we're going to shoot the place up. I want this on the record. And we're calling it the British 9/11. We're acclaiming 9/11.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, we're gonna do it on November 9th.
Yeah. So FBI,
Nice.
listen up, watch out.
I like how we very quickly went from taking a gun up to the top of the Empire State to just pure domestic terrorism.
Just
Well, you just-
recreating
you
9/11.
got
Well,
excited.
technically, Kieran, it won't be domestic terrorism because we're still going to do it at the World Trade Center. So we'd be actually.
But the
just
what? The
good
Freedom
old-
Tower?
Well, no, because the World Trade Center was more than those two buildings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Can I leave that in the podcast, or should I make?
I
a
think
note to cut that?
you have to leave that in the
Matt,
book.
please leave my manifesto in the podcast.
Okay.
Please, it's my dying wish.
Okay, your dying wish.
Well, yeah, obviously none of us
Yeah.
are going to make it out of the World Trade Center alive.
The suicide mission. This is the pact.
Everyone who's on this everyone who's listening to this podcast now. So basically, just us four.
They're complicit.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't report this, you're complicit, and they will come for you.
Hot Fuzz, yeah.
That one was Hot Fuzz. This
Yeah.
next one, no one leaves a name because they don't want to be associated with this review. 4 stars. Underrated as fuck. So good. I loved it. Definitely recommend it. Definitely better than the last one. This deserves a B+. That's 4 stars.
Terminator
What's the
2.
sequel to Cats versus Dogs?
I think there probably was a direct-to-video sequel to that.
Yeah, I think it was called Cats vs. Dogs 2. But it isn't that. This film came out in 2017. If that helps
Ooh.
anyone.
Underrated.
Sequel.
Better than the
others.
others.
Oh,
The Halloween.
Oh, no, sorry. Better than the last. But there are others. It's not just 2.
so is it
Um,
Star Wars?
Not a Star Wars. Just another review to give you a little hint. Why did Anthony Hopkins take a role in this? 3 questions.
Oh, it's Transformers, isn't it?
It is Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh.
Yeah, because Anthony Hopkins in that film. I haven't seen that film. I want that to be known that I haven't watched that film.
It'd be cool if you went to like an acting audition and you were like, and this is a monologue from Anthony Hopkins. And you just read it like
Yes, Optimus.
This review comes to us from Oliver A. It's 1 star. Worst movie I've ever seen. ... Shouldn't even be classified as a film. ... I would rather watch paint dry. 5 exclamation marks. Just delete this film from existences.
all existences across the multiverse.
yes.
But Keegan J underneath disagrees. A stunning masterpiece created by Christopher Nolan.
Inception.
Well, it must be controversial in some way.
No, I had to dig quite hard to find a negative review for this film.
Dark Knight.
It is The Dark Knight. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. The worst movie someone's ever seen is The Dark Knight. I had to dig through like 8 pages of reviews, and I'm only back to February this year. There's so many reviews on The Dark Knight.
I mean,
Maybe it's
yeah.
because they blew up a hospital, people got sad.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, it is quite sad when you think about it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, sorry. Go on, Kieran.
I was just going to say, because they do actually evacuate like all people, but the infrastructure gets damaged, doesn't it?
I know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's going to take them a few weeks to rebuild that place.
Yeah.
Think of all the.
Think of the cost to the American taxpayer.
Yeah.
And that's what Boris Johnson wants to do to our hospitals. He wants to literally blow them up like the Joker.
Yeah.
He wants to flip a coin. No, wait, that's the other dude.
That's Two-Faced.
That is two-faced. The truth is that Boris Johnson would fail to blow up hospitals because he's just
Well, boys,
competent.
the
we
way-
are getting dangerously close to talking about
the way that the Conservatives U-turn all the time, it does seem like they're flipping coins back there.
Oh, shit.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You very much. Like 100%.
Okay.
This
Continue.
review, I wasn't really gonna talk about this film, but this review seems to be done by Donald Trump. Oliver O. I think it's a pseudonym. Meh, boring, too old, terribly acted, sad.
Sad.
It is like one of his tweets, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. And this is another one from the 1940s.
Yeah, fuck them. They're probably right. Every film from that decade was shit.
Lawrence of Arabia. That's the only old film I can think of other than Citizen Kane.
I mean, I'll give you a clue. This movie has been said. This was guessed.
Casablanca.
It is Casablanca, yeah.
Oh,
I've seen that movie. It sucks.
So would you agree that it's meh, boring, too old, terribly acted, sad?
I completely would agree with that. Honestly, yes.
I haven't seen it. Not interested, really.
It's in Morocco or whatever. It's fun.
What's the film where it's like they're all in a courtroom and they're in the jury
Old
and
Angry
it's
Men.
about a murder? Yeah, it's really good.
That's
isn't
good
it?
as fuck, actually. That's the only good old film. Every other film is bad.
Really, really good.
I love that film.
Everyone watch that film.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll do it now.
I'll make it my homework.
What film was it?
So-
Wasn't listening.
12 Angry Men.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Robert W. brings us 5-star review. Literally a masterpiece. All these cowardice critics come in and pan it because it's what is hip and cool in inverted commas. All of these fake critics needs to throw themselves on the Barbie like the shrimp emoji with an Australian accent.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, not Crocodile and Dino.
Can we have
Surely
the
it's
year it came
Australian.
out?
Pardon, Kieran?
Can we have the year?
Mad Max.
Not Mad Max, no. It was 2017 again.
Triumph of the Will 2.
No,
Will Harder.
no, not that
2017.
one.
Must be Australian.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
P- Pacific Rim 2.
Is that? Now we're in Australia.
No, yeah.
I'll give you a small
Four?
clue. Another person has rated it half a star. Worst animated movie of the decade.
Oh, okay.
And it's
Animated.
Australian.
No, it only stars a shrimp emoji with an Australian accent.
Is it the
Is it
Emoji
the
movie?
Emoji?
It is the Emoji Movie.
Another movie that we already mentioned.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was going to say that.
There's only so many movies.
Yeah, there are only so many movies.
The Emoji movie.
I think that there must be like probably are there 100 movies
There's
overall?
a few dozen.
Well, you have to keep it
Yeah.
at 100. You're not allowed to go over. You have to delete one if you're going to make it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
so
how will you remember things? And the fact that the Emoji Movie made it into that 100
Yeah, it really shows.
really shows why the world
It's
is
important.
ending the way that it is right now.
Yeah.
it's culture, mate.
This is another anonymous review. 5 stars. Greatest film of all time. 6 exclamation marks. It's 200% better than the overrated Citizen Kane.
Probably correct. Whatever this film is.
This came out in
Uh,
1972.
72.
Well, they're probably wrong then.
Ooh.
And I think we may have mentioned this movie as well.
The Godfather.
Yeah, I was going to say The Godfather.
It is The Godfather.
Yeah, I think one of the reviews mentioned that film.
It's probably a solid review, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I don't know if it's 200%.
I think it was in the
better than
Citizen Kane review. Someone said at least The Godfather had
Yeah.
shooting or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Citizen Kane one mentioned The Godfather, and The Godfather mentioned Citizen Kane.
Full circle.
All is right.
Bernard K brings us this review, 3.5 stars. So many people didn't like it. It is beyond me. They must have tiny brains! Exclamation mark. I liked it. Quite different than most sci-fi movies.
Paw Patrol.
It's not Paw
Is this
Patrol.
another Trump one?
This one came out in 2008.
2008 sci-fi.
iRobot.
Here for films.
Not iRobot.
That is a shame because iRobot is an amazing film.
Cowboys versus Aliens.
No, not Cowboys
did-
versus
Oh,
Aliens.
it's a really good shout.
When did Jupiter Ascending come out? That was later, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was later.
Iron
Yeah,
Man?
that is a terrible film. Not Iron Man, no. You're all thinking quite like actual good films. This is not a good film.
Well, that's your
A
opinion.
bad sci-fi film that came out in 2008.
Prometheus. No, that was recently.
I think that was like 2011, but
Alien versus Predator 2?
it would be Requiem, but no, yeah, it's not not that.
Incredible.
This film stars, I'll give you a clue, Mark Wahlberg.
Happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Happening. It is The Happening.
Is The Happening sci-fi?
Well, it's about trees that make neurotoxin and kill the whole world, so it's pretty sci-fi.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
it's relevant, Matt.
Yeah.
Is it? I've never heard of this film.
The Happening.
Is it like Day of the Trippids?
Basically, only it's an M. Night Shyamalan film, and it's
a
terrible.
version of...
Except
What?
it's so bad that it's like an unintentional comedy.
It's funny because it makes them kill each other, or they kill themselves like in really stupid ways.
Yeah,
No,
like
there's a
in.
woman who, is there a woman who
Bird
bashes her
Box.
head to death on a bashes herself to death on a mirror or something? It's just it's mostly Mark Wahlberg really phoning it in.
Yeah,
To
well,
the
he's
point
a
where
terrible
it's
actor.
meme worthy.
Yeah, he's a terrible actor. So that's
But a
right.
great rapper.
like
Co-
him in,
come at me, what Mark?
Great rapper. Could have prevented 9/11.
Yeah,
All of these things.
He's complicit.
let it happen. 'Cause
Yeah, he
hates
just let it happen.
Is 9/11 a 9/11 reference is going to take
could
over
have-
the nonce references?
He could have prevented 9/11, yet he chose not to.
Mm.
On the record.
Yeah. This review comes for us from C's T. 2 stars. Guy joins mob to be cool. Gets wife, goes to prison for mob stuff. Gets caught again because he still prefers mob stuff to honest work. Rats out his crew in exchange for his old nobody life. Kind of boring. Fiction is more fun. 2 stars.
Goodfellas?
It is exactly Goodfellas.
What a boring film.
I didn't like Goodfellas that
Yeah.
much.
You didn't like
No.
Goodfellas?
No,
You're-
I spent most of the time
Yeah.
thinking the fucking trumpet in the background's too loud. I can't hear what they're saying.
Was there someone just with a trumpet behind
Yeah,
you the
man.
whole time?
yeah.
That may have been it.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of that person. The trumpet ghost that haunts you. The trumpet poltergeist.
This is the last one we've got from Despa C.
Toe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
5 stars. A masterpiece of cinema, a modern classic that should be viewed by anyone who has access to it.
Super bad.
Not super bad.
Out of
This
the
film
100.
came out in 2015, and it has its own podcast dedicated to it.
Sex and
Paul
the City
Blart Mall
2.
Cop.
It is not quite, Kieran.
Is it Paul Blart Mall Cop 2?
It is Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Yeah.
I have seen this film
There's a podcast
3
dedicated
times.
to it.
Yeah,
they-
there is.
Yeah, Till Death
It's
Do Us
actually the
Part.
same people who did the Sex and the City 2 podcast.
Yeah,
I've
and
never-
the Grown Ups too. It's the worst idea in the
Grown-Ups
world,
too.
and the
Worst idea of all time.
the worst idea of all time, and the McElroy brothers.
I've never seen any Paul Blart Mall Cop movie.
Me neither.
I've seen this one 3 times, and let me tell you, I once watched it back to back, once with and once without Dark Side of the Moon playing. And let me tell you that it is a bad film, but it is pretty good if you watch it with Dark Side of the Moon.
I bet.
It's also the first time I ever listened to Dark Side of the Moon.
What?
Was, yeah, it was with Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 in the
No,
background.
wait, you had never listened to it before.
No, I'd never listened to Dark Side of the Moon.
Damn.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Beautiful.
you know,
It is a great album. It is a fantastic album.
have you listened to it since?
Yes, lots of
Okay,
times.
I was just checking that you weren't just saying.
No,
"Yeah,
I didn't listen to it once with Paul Blart Mall Cop.
It's only good if you watch Paul Blart Mall Cop while it's playing,
no, the film is good if you listen to.
like prosciutto and melon.
Yep. So
That was wicked.
that's the end of the bit I stole from a better podcast.
Ah, you don't need to say that.
Nice.
You've
You-
honed it
you-
into your own
Yeah.
little canoe that you've carved out with.
Completely as an aside to the film stuff, I've done a bit of research into Thomas the Tank Engine, Thomas and Friends, which has gone from like autumn 1984, and they're still making them from the 15th of May 2020.
Certainly hope so.
They're still doing Thomas the Tank Engine.
The new
But-
stuff, as far as I'm concerned, is non-canon because Ringo Starr
Yeah.
doesn't voice it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, but in the grand Stephen things, it is. So, I've compiled a list, and I think there is a bit of a disturbing theme, maybe. Maybe a story that they were trying to tell, but only I've unravelled it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna list the actual episode names, and I'd like you to stop me when you think there's one that maybe I've done a made up on.
Okay.
So number 1, a horrid lorry.
A horrid lorry.
That's definitely
Yeah.
no. That's legit. That's 100%.
Yeah.
Thomas the T Engine.
That's the T-boy.
They air it in
hor-
America as well. They would have
Yeah,
to.
they do.
They would have to localize that sentence. Those 2 words.
Yeah.
They do indeed.
Shitty truck.
Next one, a horrid lorry. Thomas doesn't like the look of.
I see.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes.
Thomas gets tricked.
Wait, is this another one?
Yeah.
That's got to be real.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine is a fucking idiot. Like,
He's
Yeah.
a moron.
9th of October 1984. But the next episode, a nasty foreign lorry.
Oh,
That's
oh,
I think
See, I think they're going a
what the
bit.
80s.
is that
Polish.
One, is
Polish
that the one you
lorry.
made up?
And then it went dark for a bit. But the next episode was called The Lost Puff.
Okay. Okay, Thomas.
Yeah.
We know. This is dog whistling, Thomas. We
Yeah.
know what you're doing.
Following on was the green controller.
Okay.
Not the fat controller, the green
The green controller.
controller.
Okay. This was the next episode. Okay.
Hmm,
So
interesting.
we've had race, we've had sexuality, and now we have
Color.
colors.
Hmm.
Or maybe the green is in smoking weed.
Could be dude.
Hashtag legalize it.
Yeah. Don't say
Fine.
that on here, Sam. We could get arrested. We could get in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Then we had Goodbye Fat Controller.
Okay. Goodbye, Fat Controller. The green controller's here to really turn things around and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
So Goodbye Fat Controller was the 9th of March 2017.
Okay. Wait. So we've jumped.
Yeah, I told you that. Yeah, the timeline is confusing.
That's why
Okay, but
only
this is
Kieran-
one
This-
story.
this-
This
is
why
one
Kieran's
story.
the
This,
only one
this,
who's been able to
that,
solve
no.
it.
Is my audio okay, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a
sound
bit
a
of a
bit
delay.
Okay, it's because my phone's running out of batteries,
Oh, okay.
so I'm trying to go through quite quickly. I'm going to go through this very quickly now.
Okay.
We then had Toby Mavis and the Troublesome Mud. Then we had
Okay.
Edward Trevor and the Really Useful Party, which is real.
Okay.
Then we had Percy Henry and the Broken Shed,
Yes.
and this is where, and the next 7 or 8 are real titles.
Okay.
Trouble in the Shed,
Trouble in the Shed.
Special Funnel,
No.
Tender Engines,
Tender Engines.
Mm,
Jesus Christ.
that's a new
A
season.
Smooth Ride,
Mm.
Jimmy Savile ever a producer on this show?
this one they change up a bit. Gordon Takes Charge,
Ooh.
Okay.
Tell me, Gordon.
Gone to top.
Talk to me.
on and 25th of December 1984 they aired an episode called The Objects.
What? The objects.
Dirty
Oh,
Object.
dirty object.
Dirty object.
Oh, Gordon, what have you brought for me?
I don't like this.
Followed by an episode called Hot for Thomas.
Oh, no.
No,
It's real.
no.
And Thomas and the Big Bang.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I like where this is. This is gone.
I don't.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, they had Thomas gets fisted in a shed.
Okay,
Yep.
maybe not. Maybe not that
Yeah.
one.
I actually
I
saw
remember
that
that
one.
one, yeah,
I
I
saw that one. Yeah, it was good as hell.
Then, skipping ahead, 14th of October 2010, they had Pop Goes Thomas,
Yes, yes.
followed by Splish Splash Splosh and Happy Ever After.
Yeah, this is the only way that you can watch.
The last three were real.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
So wait, hang on. Which ones were fake? Obviously not Thomas.
there
being
weren't any
fisted in
fake
the shed.
ones.
Yeah.
Kieran was
Well,
lying. There were no fake
we've-
ones.
We've had like 4 fake ones so far.
No, there's no fake ones. I didn't hear any that could be fake.
No.
The next season we have Toby and the Dirty Steam Pipe.
Yeah.
We've got one where they introduce a new character that's purely just called Bulgy.
By the way, can I just say as an aside, if we're awakening any feelings for anyone that didn't think they liked trains but now do, leave a comment below. I'd love
Yeah.
to hear it, and also send me an email.
With some deviant art.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
It's okay, Kieran. You can carry on.
It only gets better.
Is that
The
one
next
of the
episode,
episodes?
I mean, again, we've said that the timeline is kind of all over the place. So 27th of December 2013, they aired The Smelly Kipper,
Okay. Yeah.
followed by episode called Peter, Sam, and the Refreshment Lady.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh no, the refreshment lady all up inside Thomas. I bet.
Yes, this is you're kind of getting the gist of it. We
Yeah.
then have the next episode, The Way She Does It.
Mm. The way she does it, the way she refreshes my insides.
And I don't know how they kept on CBeebies, because the next episode was called Peter, Sam, Percy, Henry, and the Refreshment Lady.
Jesus Christ!
More of them.
Just a train orgy.
Yeah.
Just an awful derailment to an onlooker.
Yeah. Well, she was definitely getting some kind of rail, wasn't she? Yeah, boys.
Yeah, she was getting fucked by
Uh,
the train.
We're getting towards the end. We then it took a darker turn. Don't Tell Thomas was the next episode.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, don't tell Thomas.
Thomas
unsurprisingly-
Fletcher is a bit of a cuck.
Yeah, well, you don't want to tell him, but we know what happens. And the next episode, infamously, was Peter, Sam, Percy, Henry, Thomas, and the Refreshment Lady.
Yeah, just absolutely going to town on this poor woman.
21st, even though it was the same storyline, we went back, and on the 21st of October 2010 was an episode very heartfelt after called "Oh, the Indignity."
Yeah, that's the post-nut clarity setting in
Yeah.
for the boys, the train boys.
But then the boys went. You think they got the lesson learned, but the next episode was called "Toby Feels Left Out," which was followed by Peter, Sam, Percy, Henry, Thomas, Toby, and the Refreshment Lady.
Toby, however, still just shoveling coal in the background while everyone else is
Yeah.
absolutely ruining the refreshments lady, who by now is not recognizable to any of their family members.
No.
Just a fleshy mass
Just
on,
an
the
absolute mess.
on the platform.
She hasn't been alive for years.
This is
and
Horrendous.
this was understood by the Tank Engine writers. The next episode was called a blooming mess,
Yeah, yeah.
which is a real episode name,
I'm telling you, that's what happened.
followed by rumours in refreshments.
Somehow.
Bit more of a spy vibe on that one. The last 3 episodes, we had no more Mr. Nice Engine.
Right.
Okay. All of a sudden now the engines are
It's getting bad. And the Oscar winner, the assassination of the refreshment lady by the coward Percy the Small Engine.
I saw that. It was really long, but it was good. It was decently paced.
Yeah. And finally, we have Bulgy rides again.
No, Bulgy, please stop. She's already dead.
and that's where we're up to. That is the whole. I've condensed the canon of Thomas the Tank Engine into an easy 10 minutes.
It's fun, isn't it, that you can watch Thomas the Tank Engine as a child and enjoy it. There's also a little something for the adults to enjoy as well.
Yeah,
a little summon.
A little something, like the refreshments lady just getting murdered by sex by trains.
Good lord.
But then for the kids, there's like the fat controller who's, he's fun.
Yeah.
But there was a helicopter at one point.
Yeah, that's cool.
Remember
It's
the
not a
fat controller
train,
locked
but it has a
into,
face,
like-
so it's part of the canon.
Yeah.
Is the one where the
What
fat
else has
controller-
faces, do you think, that we're not seeing in the Thomas the Tank Engine?
Right,
universe?
I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, alright.
Washing machines.
I've offended Sam.
Yeah, he's had
It's
enough.
fine.
Do you remember?
Yeah, what you think washing machines have faces? They're like, fill me up, daddy.
No.
Fill me up with those dirty clothes of yours. Oh, you've been busy. And then the whole time it's on, it's just going, it's making that noise with its fucked up washing machine mouth. What else? What are the
and
objects?
it's dribbling like conditioner out its mouth as well.
A little bit, yeah. Eyes closed the whole time, making that noise.
Good lord.
The fridge, just saying the same thing. Fill me up, daddy.
Why does everything in your house want to be filled up?
Well, that's just the way things are with appliances.
Right, okay. You put stuff in them.
The microwave. Fill me up, daddy. You don't want to fill a microwave up. Put something in me, daddy. Just one thing at a time, though, please. As long as it's not metal, that would kind of fuck things up for you and me.
If you put something metal in me, daddy, I'll explode.
Yeah, so we're going to make the Thomas the Tank Engine extended universe. It's just the kitchen, I guess.
Yeah. It's just
It's just
kitchen
called
appliances that you have to put things in for them
Monty
to
the microwave master.
work.
And he's called Monty. Which is actually... The fact that he's called Monty is more sickening than anything we've said so far.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder if Sam's ever coming back.
I don't know what Sam was expecting from us.
No.
He was like, yeah, just keep talking about fucking the kitchen and the faces that are on there.
Yeah, it just means
There's only so many appliances.
I'm actually going to have to edit stuff in this.
What else is there?
Unless we want to keep in the awkward silences.
Kieran, what's in the kitchen?
An oven.
Bears.
Bears.
Chairs.
Oh.
Sit on chairs.
You don't have
Yeah,
bears
Probably
in the
like it.
kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, there's chairs, they have faces. I mean, it's pretty obvious what the chairs are doing to you while you're sat on the chairs. I'm just going to leave that one for the audience to enjoy for themselves.
They took it the next step with the Bugs Life chairs when they
Oh,
actually
yeah.
full
Yeah.
penetrate you.
Oh yeah, we're bringing it back. We're bringing
Bring it
back
full
Bugs Life.
circle.
Yeah.
Because I hope Sam's got something worth us recording over 50 minutes.
He's like, right, I'm back. Yeah,
That's it.
he's bringing some kind of treat for us
Yeah.
from the toilet.
I might actually have to bow out prematurely because my phone's running out of battery.
Yeah, we should have ended anyway.
Yeah, we
Just
probably
cut-
should have. I'll just
Yeah.
Bye everyone. Just
Yeah.
put that in.
Just bye.
Bye.
Thanks for sticking around to hear 4 grown men laugh at euphemisms for the last 20 minutes.
Grown men.
Cut it out, Matt. Cut it out.
Oh, sorry.